starter coming at you. I am about to make a SCROG frame. I've been asked a lot to make this video to show people how I make my frames, and today is the day that I'm going to build one for my 4x8 grow tent. I'm going to make it a little bit custom, but you're going to get the gist of how to build these frames, or how I build these frames. So let's get started. First, I'm going to cut the legs for my SCROG on 4 corners of my table. I'm going to make them about, I'd say, 20 inches long. Okay, now I'm going to fasten my legs to the table. I'm going to do this by using this straddle bar. I'm going to cut, like, say, a 4-inch piece. And then I'm going to fit this piece around the pipe. Once I have the piece fitted, I'm ready to screw it to the table. So now that I got my legs in place here, I'm going to make my SCROG frame a little bit wider than what this table is. So right now, if you want to make your SCROG frame as wide as this table, you can just put the keys in place now and build it this wide. But I want to maximize my grow tent. So I want to be like 44 inches by the time I'm done. So I'm going to apply a 45-degree angle elbow. And I'm going to make my frame actually come out on the top of my table. So I'll show you how I do that now. Alright guys, so I cut my 4 6-inch pieces. I'm now going to put them into the first 45 that I installed. Then I'm going to install a second 45 on top of that to make it go straight again, straight up. So I'm going to repeat that on all 4 sides. Okay, so now I got my 45-degree elbows in place. That's going to extend my frame width-wise, so I have a bigger surface to work with. Now I need to install my 3-way keys to build my SCROG. So I'm going to have to add a little piece in between to join this to the actual 45-degree elbow. So I'm going to get, say, an 1.5-inch piece. I'm going to cut 4 of them and set this on place of here. Okay guys, so now I cut my little pieces that are going to go into the top of these 45s. So I'll slide that end in, and then now I'm going to place my 3-way key right on top of that. Now that I got the keys in place on the top of my frame, I want to make sure that it's laid out wide enough to where I want it. So I'm looking for a 44-inch overall measurement right here, and that's what I'm getting. So now I'm going to measure in between so I can get my in-between piece. So my in-between piece is 41.25. So I'm going to go and cut 2 of them. Now I'm going to install these 2 side frames of my SCROG. Okay, now I'm looking for a 6-foot measurement overall right here. Now I got my lengths in for my SCROG frame, so I'm going to put them on both sides. Pushing it down now for me to lower this thing. Just so I can work on it and put in all these screws. Okay, I'm going to make 3-inch hole spacing. I'm going to go from this side. I'm going to put a little dot at 3-inch mark. And then right away I'm going to go to this side and I'm going to put a spot at the 3-inch mark on the same spot. Then I know to start from there and they're going to be lined up exactly. I'm going to make my hole spacing 3-inch hole spacing. Okay, so now I'm going to put a screw in every single black little mark that I just made. I just put my one hand under the pipe, my left hand in front of the drill, and I give it a little bit of pressure to push up as I push down with my right hand. Now I'm going to build my screen. I'm going to tie off at one screw and I'm going to run my twine across to the other side and go back and forth. Try not to make your line too tight because it will loosen off the edges of your SCROG frame. Once I have to run my twine the opposite direction, I will run my twine over and under. That will create tension on the twine itself and it will cause the twine to become tight for you. You want it to be tight, but you don't want it to be too tight. Once the plants grow into the screen, that will tighten the screen for you and for your plants.